Hello guys, I'm gonna come back here. When we last left off, we were messing with the decision between two engines. This V6 from the 90s or the GTR 10 motor. There's more parts in there than I thought there was. And we've been working on getting this motor here sized up into there. Let me see, get you guys a little bit. So we've been working on this right here. Now the issues we need to follow up with on this is we need to build another cross member. We'll have to build another cross member in there. Come on. Yeah, sorry DG. I had some things to do this morning and I didn't know if I was going to be able to get back home and get back. My main intention on Thursdays was to do the Thursday Q&A, so I wanted to make sure I got that handled for you guys. Let me see. Kind of working against myself right now. Let me see. Alright, yeah, there you go. Alright. Don't forget, guys, we're always going to be mentioning Lisa over at Extreme. We're going to be using their products that you guys can buy. We're going to be using Ultimate Modeler products today. And we're going to be, don't forget about scaledworld.net. Always some great videos, great builds over there. Guys, you guys just seen Gap Hill Speed Shop pop in. I want to congratulate John from Gap Hill Speed Shop. He has one of his builds are in the newest Scale Auto magazine that just came out this month. So congratulations to that, John. Wicked build. Let me see. I gotta get to a spot where I can build and you guys can watch. Alright, so remember we dissected the transmission off the original. Yeah, thanks Gary. The last time we took the molded in transmission, we took that and we cut it up. We put it here on the resin block. So let's see if we can't. I need to do a Trini thing in there. Hello, Eli. Thanks for joining us. I've never seen your name before. Do you know what kind of live feed you jumped into, bud, or you just jump into a live feed? It seems like a couple weeks ago, we was trying to do a live feed with Gothic House of Custom, and you know, I guess people can just jump in, guys. I didn't know. I thought they had to be subscribed to us before they can get to the live feed. So I would like to know how Eli got in here, because I hadn't seen Eli post before. Let me see. I'm going to cut this off. Hope you guys had a good 4th. Thank you guys this morning for jumping in and joining my early bird this morning. Me and Andreas from Laying Low Hobbies. You guys can go check out his channel. Not much on there, but he's in the process of doing a lot of 3D printing stuff for the hobby, and he does some other stuff, and he's a big builder. Hello, Marcos. Marcos just got a new video up too today, guys. Or yesterday, I should say. And our buddy Clutch over there at Lucifer's Mechanic Garage, he's starting a new build, like we was talking about, doing a build like going back to your basics instead of all the scratch building that a lot of us do. And so he's chosen the 57 Ford Del Rio wagon. And I've never gotten that kit yet. I need to get that kit someday. But he's chosen that, and you can just tell he's excited about it, but the same sense he still wants to change. He still wants to change a lot. Yeah, John. Thanks for popping in, bud. I hope the new job is going well, bud. Did your wife make it home yet, or is she still with you? Thanks, Charlie. Guys, I've been watching Charlie McCarthy by the way of Pappy. Pappy was talking about Charlie and you know, the fellowship that those two have. And the very first video I caught of Pappy, of Charlie, once I heard Pappy, you know, suggest his channel, is homemade horseradish. And you ought to see, and I guess from what Charlie was saying, I guess it's so potent he has to make it and run out of the kitchen. It's that potent, so it sounds like it'd be a good horseradish. And then, Charlie, how's the submarine build going, bud? He's building a submarine based off artifacts, I should say. The submarine sank, and by the research of what Charlie is doing for the build that Charlie has going on, in his research, he says the crew were found dead, like in their own station, so he don't think they had a panic, like to get out. What he thinks happened, if you listen to Charlie's video, what he thinks happened is the sub had a torpedo explode before it left the chamber. Like they was going to fire it off, and before it came out of the chamber, it exploded. And he believes the concussion of that explosion knocked them all unconscious, and then the boat sank. And then if you guys ever know anything about a submarine, they probably suffocated, but they were probably knocked out and didn't even know they was being suffocated. You know what I mean, because they were already knocked out. And that's cool, because Charlie said he's gotten the research, and he's even named, what was it, Charlie, 6-man crew, a 6-man crew, and he's named all their names and everything. So it's pretty neat. Not, you know, you don't have to be in submarines to be into history, and it's pretty neat to see what Charlie has turned up just looking for pictures to detail a submarine. You know, I've barely ventured myself into armor. I don't know if I'm ready to go into yeah, the Hunley, yeah. 8 crew members, yeah, thanks, Charlie. And that's the beauty of sharing people's information, of what you guys find out, because we're not all subscribed to everybody. So I thank Pappy for leading me over to Charlie's channel. It's some great way to pass the time, even though it's not automotive related like a lot of us are. Let me read what Eli says. Okay, thanks, Eli. Appreciate you coming over. When he said he knows Pete from Facebook, Pete is the head honcho over here at scaledworld.net, guys. And at scaledworld.net, they feature all builders. And you guys know I've preached about it before. Here's some other links that you guys can go to. This build I'm doing now is for Scaled World. Well, thanks, Eli. You're always welcome here. I just wanted to know how you found out, and that is all. You are always welcome. There is no, we don't care your nationality. We don't care about your religious beliefs. We don't care about your subject matter that you do in the hobby. There's no judgment from me. From my channel. I will not stand for any judgment. I don't care what level you guys are at building. You're always free and welcome to discuss the hobby with me. You're always free and welcome to share what you guys enjoy to build. Whether it be like Charlie doing the submarines, or like me, I build everything. And then you have just your straight out of box builders, or you have like Jody Blackwell. When he came to us, guys, he was mostly 1/20th scale. And following me and following some of the other channels that you know he have seen across YouTube, he's done regular cars, he's done the custom bikes. You ought to see some of his bikes, guys. He don't think he's that good, or he don't think he's at the level of show worthiness, but very clean work. Really enjoy Jody sharing his work. Yeah, Eli, you are always more than welcome, even on Facebook. I have that Mr. Mini Dreams page on Facebook. You can go, and you're more than welcome, Eli, to ask your questions. Now, if your questions ain't in English, brother, I might have a hard time. You know, I might have a hard time. But yeah, as long as you keep it model related, you guys are free to post, free to ask. I don't get into the nudity. I don't care for it. I don't get into the race war stuff. I mean, that's all propaganda that the government and different religions want us to get into. I don't get into that. If you notice my Facebook page, for you guys that do follow me on Facebook, I keep it all model related. I don't get into the other stuff. My life is too serious already. I don't want to bring that into my hobby. You know what I mean? So you guys are more than welcome to share anything model related. Whether it be a real car picture, a drawing, other model kits. I'm open to all that. So don't ever think because of a model, you know, we have a difference in languages, or I don't build, say somebody is a military guy and they don't see me do military. Man, I'm fascinated by the work some of you guys do. One of my favorite guys to follow is Solvent Abuse UK, and his name is Dread, and he builds. He does figures, and he builds big old game tables for other people. And Dread is one hell of a modeler. Never seen him do a car, but I really enjoy the details and stuff. He makes buildings and stuff from Milliput or building foam. You ought to see this last one he built. He built the foundation of a blowed up house. There's the road, and then he has a hill with the house on top of it, and he's got snow in some of them, and he's just, you know, great builder. I'm a supporter of the hobby. I don't care about the other bull crap, you know what I mean? No, DG, because I have a good friend at one time he had product like this. Let me show you this, DG. I know I'm supposed to be working on the C1 build, but I got a sheet of veneer, and then I just make my own chrome straps and put that in there. Hey, what's up, John? Look, John. And then what this is right here is just a veneer. It's really, really thin. Let me see. I don't know if you'd be able to use it. I don't know if you'd be able to use it on the body, but it comes in a big sheet like this. And then I just cut it to form. But I don't know. It's not too, it is thick, but it's not too thick. And it's sticky backed, but I would glue it if you was using it for a body. But David Byron on Facebook sent this to me. We know him as Dig. Maybe we can get in contact with him and see where he got this. And, see where he got this for you, DG. And then maybe we can get you some. If not for the side trim, maybe for the side inserts. You know, have a little lighter wood on the trim. And then, you know, like this. And then have the this wood here on the insets. Yep, David. I don't want to show his address. But this is who I got it from on Facebook. Maybe you can contact him on Facebook and tell him Minnie was talking about the wood veneer sheets. Alright, let's get back to this. I get off track sometimes, guys. I'm just, like I said, I want to welcome Eli. Alright, so I'm doing now, I'm going to work on, well, it looks like that transmission hump is there too. That might work. The one I already have in there for the other car, for the other. Let me see what we got going on here. Trying to see, it's kind of uneven. I don't know if I rolled the transmission wrong. Alright. Yeah, Eli, I'm going to do this one. No, I did not hear that. A coach or a manager? Because I didn't think we had coaches anymore, John. I know, they just made that one, they just made that one, receiver a manager, and now Stevie's going to be a manager. Same thing. It's not the same thing. A coach can't write us up. A manager can. No, I did not know that. Whose place did she take? Huh. Wonder whose place she took. They're training some new guy. Have you been gone all weekend, John? They had some new guy. They had some new guy up at the receiving desk all weekend days long. And at first I thought it was the other Goldsmith brother, but it's not. It's someone else. Oh, you've been gone last week and this week? Well, tell Elijah and Ethan I said hello. Alright, so that's where we're going to go right there, guys. And now let's see. I'm going to dig through my box, and we're going to have to find, I got this radiator, but it's not going to fit. It's too wide, it's too big. These are intercoolers on the back. The way this was casted, the resin intercoolers were on the rear. And then right here is the front. Oh, yeah, there you go. Yeah, we like Cocoa Beach. No, I don't think my wife cared for Cocoa Beach too much. But we like to go to Treasure Island, St. Pete's, and then, you know, we always go to Disney World for a couple weeks there. But yeah. Yeah, did you guys drive or fly, John? Yeah, dang. Did you rent a car? Or did you take the truck? Because you guys wouldn't all fit in the car, would you? Oh, okay. Yeah, I wouldn't want nobody to catch me in a faggoty yellow truck either. No problem, DG. We'll see what we can find out for you, bud. Alright, guys. Here's my very weak stash of radiators and firewalls from other kits. But it looks like we might have to be build our own. Yeah, because I don't see nothing in here that will fit. That will look right. Let's see. Yeah, it looks like we're going to build our own radiator. That's fine, Pete. Hey, Pete. Thank you for telling Eli. And he came in and he joined us for a little bit today. Appreciate you spreading the word. Keep doing what you're doing over there at Scaled World. Get home safe, bud. Okay, here's this one here. I got this one here out of a Monogram Mustang. Like a 93, 94, you know, where they went to the round body style. So let's see if this right here will fit. Looks like, you know what, that looks like it might work. We'll have to do some chopping with it, but it gives you the look. It'll give us the look we want. Then what I'll do after this is we'll start building the inner fender wells. So that way we can get the hood hinged. So let's see there. And like I said, guys, I'm a visual builder. I don't care about the realistic gist of it. As long as it looks good and looks real. Because they don't make a gay Kia Optima, John. I would love to, bud, but they don't. They do make a Hyundai. What is that kit? Aerosima has a Hyundai out. It's not the Sonata. It's the size up from the Sonata. Yeah, car's too gay, John. Damn it. Hey, it's a fun car to be in, though. Oh, Charlie says we gotta paint them pink. Guys, I'm gonna dissect this radiator real quick. Getting my saw out. And I'm gonna keep the neck. I wanna keep, come on, focus. I'm gonna keep this. So we're gonna cut off down here. See, I got that there like that. We want to see, I want to see where the hood is in relation. Oh, Jesus. That is almost perfect, guys. Just a little bit more. Speaking about Pete and Scaled World, a couple new features are up this week already. A new kit review is up already. I've contacted a few builders from Facebook and did a little bio write-up and some pictures and got that sent over. Very busy over there at Scaled World, but they would love to feature whatever you guys send in. Yeah, you guys missed my follies this morning, man. I tried to start a fire on the bench. I was sitting here getting excited about stuff and was showing stuff, and next thing you know, my damn detail box is ablazing. John got to enjoy that a little bit this morning with us. Look, guys, and the air filters fit right in the middle of it. So right there's the radiator. Now once we get this grill on, do I have to? We'll have to fix that back part because that's hollow. We'll have to put something there and make that look a little better. Let me see. Get that right there like that. Pete over at Scaled World, he has gotten the new review of the new, it's a little high, ain't it? Got the new review up of the 64 Chevy from Revell is out, the 66 Suburban, I mean. And so there's a nice little review of that up. You guys can go over there and check that out. And if you was unsure of what was in the kit and what the kit looked like, what my issue is now, right now, see how when you look at this hood, see how much further down the hood goes right here for the way the C1 hood induction is, and for some reason it's hitting. I'm trying to see exactly where it hits at. Looks like I'm going to take some more right out of the center of this. You okay, Brady? Looks like filters are keeping it up. Get some of that cleaned off. One of the beauties about scratch building, guys, is you're never limited to what's on an instruction sheet. You know. Uh-oh. What happened to Taylor? Oh, yeah, he got a propane burn, guys. Yeah, I did see that, Too Tall. Man, sorry about that, bud. I was in a crash several years ago in 96. I was in a crash, no, 94. Yeah, I was in 94. And I had a Mustang, and like an idiot, racing on the street where you shouldn't have been. I rear-ended the car that stopped in front of me, and when I jumped out of the car, the smoke was coming out from under the hood, and like an idiot, I grabbed the hood and flew the hood open, and the radiator got me, and just the water burn was nasty and horrible. I can only imagine what you went through, Tyler. Almost there, guys. Little bit more. Yeah, sorry about that, Too Tall. Man. Yeah, thanks, bud. How are you been? Yeah. Yeah, last week was really crazy where I work. We're into the groceries, and, you know, getting everybody ready for, you know, 4th of July and all the stuff that, you know, 4th of July entails, parties and stuff. On nights where we usually have 25 or 30 routes, we're having 60 routes. 700 orders of watermelons went out on Saturday night alone. And you talking about each order is 40 watermelons per order. And they had 700. Sheesh. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, John. Not John. Marcos. Yeah, I've been using ProTech for years. But what happens with my local suppliers, they only get one in here and so often. They don't have a steady order. But Chip and Lisa at Extreme are stocking it now. So I have my place to go get it now too. There it is. Yeah. All right, that should be good, guys, right there. Oh, Timothy. Okay, Timothy wants to be brought up on speed. All right. We've been discussing last week and the week before. We've been discussing which motor did I want to go with. Did I want to go with what would be the common 4-cylinder in these little Datsuns? Or would I want an 80s, 90s Nissan 300Z motor? Or do I want to do the 2010 GTR motor? The popular opinion was to do the newer motor, the 2010. So I've been working on getting that in there. And basically we just got the front end. Yeah, the 2010 GTR 10, yeah. And then, so basically, I haven't done no body work yet other than getting the kit on. You know, and then I've been getting that hood to fit. A couple days ago, we got all that fit. So now, I can start building my inner fender wells. I need to block off, if you guys can see, I'll probably leave the front end alone. See how the front end shows a little marker light? I'll probably leave that alone. But I want to build in this back here and all the way around there. You know, that way I have that all cleaned up. Thanks, Timothy. And then once I get all this built, once I get all this stuff here built, I'll hinge the hood. I'll get the hood hinged. And then once the hood is hinged, I'll go back and rescribe some lines and I'll put in the first coat of primer. Now that I think this is the motor I want to use, guys, what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to put some primer on it. I'm going to go wash this real quick. I'll be right back. We'll be right back. Be quiet, buddy, okay? I'm right here. I just had to step away for a minute. What's going on? Let that air dry here for a minute. Now, I was watching some of the way some of you guys build and the way some of you guys prep to build. Our newest friend in the community, Gary G, which he has a Car Dreams and Styrene channel. He likes to break his pieces off and put them in little tubs like this. but he leaves the numbers on them. That way he can clean it and everything. And then I watched Clutch. He cuts his off the tree and then puts them flat where he can clean them up. There's all kinds of great little tips out there, you know, that you guys can learn from each other, not just from my channel. I appreciate you guys, though, you know what I mean? Alright, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to pull... Oh, I got it taped on. Some good tape, son. I can't get it off. I'm going to use this on your Christmas presents. Alright. So. Uh-oh. Lost my glue. Alright. Let's clean this right here up. Now, do they give you any kind of cream or anything to put on that Too Tall? Skylar, I don't even know if that word is spelt right. I'm just surprised you even knew how to use a big word at the right time. Alright, we're going to take some 15, or maybe not. Let's see, we got some big, yeah, look, we're going to take some 20. We're going to take some 20 thickness plastic. Yeah. Yeah, autocorrect is a saver sometimes, ain't it, Skylar? Alright. So I'm going to go like this. Because if I look at the features of this truck, when I have this in here, it looks like, come on, focus. It looks like it goes straight up, and then even with that wall. So let's see. We'll get out our Tamiya extra fin. I'm roughing up all the sides where the contact glue is going to be. Speaking of scale dreams in styrene, car dreams in styrene, you can check out Gary's show every Saturday, guys. He'll post it Saturdays. And he's from Austria, so his time is different than ours. But it's a neat little channel. And I found out that his wife actually helps him make the videos. When all, you know, that's pretty cool that she's involved in it. She's been putting all his bloopers on. It's 7 a.m. down there, brother. It's Casey, right? Slowly Models. Is that is? 'Cause I don't know if I have you mixed up with someone else. Yeah, there you go. Guys, Casey posts on my Facebook page a lot. But his YouTube channel is Slowly Models. Some of the stuff that Casey works on is hot rod based. He really enjoys them, you know, mean and screaming. I wish we could get some of the cars that he sees every day in scale. I appreciate that, Castro. Yeah, but still, at least they know your channel, though, brother. I don't know how far... I think I want to do it this way. I'm going to start with this and see how this looks. Yeah, buddy. And like I said, I think what I enjoy most is just building what I see. Because if I get into the politics of it being correct, I don't think I could pull it off. There's some great skills in this hobby. I make them look good, but other people make them look correct. And I don't think I have the patience or the knowledge to do such. So... Guys, I don't know if you guys take part in the ISM page right here, the International Scale Modeler. To give it, Eli, because see how the plastic is shiny right here? When you smooth off the edge like this, I'm trying to create a good flat even surface, and I give it a little bit of roughness so that way the glue can adhere to it instead of just being on the shiny, bud. And then sometimes a lot of your kits, you know, when they come off the sprue, they get a little bit of plastic left on. So I'm, you know, just making sure I have everything, because see how little area I'm leaving myself to work. I want to make sure I get the truest and flattest edge I can, buddy. So that way, I don't have no gaps through there. They had a benefit auction for Models for Heroes. I didn't win anything. Shot. What we're doing is we're taking the C1 Models resin conversion kit, which takes place of the over fenders for the rear, and then like a 79, 78, 79 Skyline 2000 GT front clip modified to flip on it. And then the kit itself is the Hasegawa. It's easier for me to grab the instructions. Here's the kit we're actually working on, shot. It's the Nissan Sunny Truck by Hasegawa. Now they have 3 years of these out, guys. They have an early, and then they have this one here's the middle, and then they have a late. Now the early ones, the difference is the grills. And the newer one, the only difference I could tell is it has thicker bumpers and it has square headlights instead of round. This one's white on the box. They have a blue one, and then they have a gray one. And then let's see, get this other piece out here. What are you guys having for dinner tonight? I'm craving something, but I don't know what I'm craving. Yeah. Yeah, and that basically slowly, that's what this kit is made off of, is something similar to that. It looks just like this truck, the one Jay Leno has, or the one he had on his show. I don't know if it's actually his. It's 20, it's .20 stock, just, sheet plastic in the 20, in the .20 thickness, you know. I have a whole drawer, my whole drawer set up over here. And then I got the 10, a 15, a 20, 25, 30, 40, 45, and then right there some really thick plastic over there, like from card sign and stuff like that. It's just what I always keep stock around. That way I can feel, you know, always have something to build with. I seen how crazy you were getting with those sparklers, Skylar. You don't always follow the rules. Look, guys, that fit pretty good. You see how I got it filled in there now? Come on, focus, crap. So now you can't see the wheel well as much. I might go ahead and fill that in, but yeah, I'll probably go ahead and fill that in too, just to have it all filled in and boxed in. Hello, Punch. Punch, did you see Steve is getting... Looked like Steve was shipping out 200 escorts this morning. He put on a little live feed and I got to watch him. You can always tell Steve's been doing a great job for so many years. He's always been a great job for so many years that he is putting the kit on the table. He's putting the purchasee's receipt on top of it. Then he's getting his box for packing out. He puts two little things of tape on each end. Then he box tapes the whole box, and he flips the whole thing over with the receipt and the kit and everything in the box all at once. Pack some peanuts in there, put it down, tape it, put it in the shipping pile. And you get to watch Steve do his work today. A lot of us order a lot of stuff from across the web. So if you ever... Yeah, he has a great setup there. So if you guys ever are in the mood to purchase something and you don't want to go through, say, HobbyLink Japan or Hobby Search, Steve Hemming and the crew over there at Hiro Boy, they get all your guys' supply needs, especially you guys over in the UK side of the world. Top-notch guy, great friend, also a builder, also a great hobbyist, and also building a real one of these guys. It is cool as shit to see him have one imported from Japan, and when he got it from Japan, it still had all the Japanese business logos on it, because somebody was using it for a delivery truck, and then he's bought all the real sheet metal to really do this in real life. Now, that is sick. That's super cool. I'm going to go ahead and fill this in, guys. Yeah, that's Steve. He's going to build that. And Casey. Steve has a real Skyline GTR and everything, bro. This dude has some, you know, there's people out there that have money that can buy whatever they want, and they rush out there and they get something like a Beamer, or, you know, just something that it's really superficial, you know. But now, Steve and his girlfriend or wife, I don't know if they're married yet. I can't remember. But, yeah, they have a real GTR too, man. Oh, yeah, Casey, he's super cool, you know what I mean? It's not like he's arrogant or anything like that, you know, not the money base, but I mean, you know, a guy that runs the hobby store, he actually listens to the builder. So if there's a problem with your order, or if there's something that you're wanting, or, you know, say you're into, like, I don't know if you guys know who James Duff is. James Duff, he runs the Stash Report, the Stash Project. And he's always giving us information about new and upcoming kits. Well, say, like James likes to purchase the variety stuff. So if Studio 27 had a 1988 Mercedes, you know, race car, and they made 6 decal sets for it, usually James will get all 6 decals, and someone like Steve over there at Hiro Boy, he'd make sure that his customer that enjoys buying that will have that product when they need it, you know. And that's really great customer service. And from overseas, I mean, the Escorts just got released, and Steve did not hesitate to start getting crap together, you know what I mean? And he, like me and Punch were talking about, he has his process down, guys. I mean, in a little 10-minute video, he probably packed up 50 kits, you know what I mean? And with ease, guys. He knows what he's doing. And plus, I couldn't remember, Punch. Don't he stock, yes, Eli, you're right. Don't he stock, Gravity Colors, or does he stock Zero Paint? I forget which one. But he has all the labels there and everything. So, I mean, he's on it, guys. Zero, yeah. Alright guys, I went ahead and made the whole box right there. I probably won't make the front core support because I really don't have the room. Yeah, okay. I need to bring that back on that side a little bit. Sand that side down a little bit. What I'm doing is shaping this, guys, to the front of the fender. Then, like I said, Eli, another person that we spend a lot of time promoting and stuff too, is going to be UMP. So if you have trouble getting stuff where you're at in the Middle East, maybe you can find some product right here, and they ship worldwide. It's cheaper for me to it really is cheaper for me to get them from the UK directly than to order it from my American based place that stocks these, just because of the friendship I have with Paul. And Lee over there is great also, but they have products, they ship quick. All the sanders you see me using, and then, you know, I love getting this Zoo tape from them, Zoo tape. And then that melting card I talked about this morning. If you guys watched my Thursday tech tip video, I did how to make your drill bits into their own hand tools instead of switching your drill bit all the time. Okay, I got the shape. I need to cut back on the distance. Alright. And then you just take a little bit off at a time, guys. Little bit makes a big difference. Now, Eli, are you wanting to, are you going to put a motor in your build, Eli? Or are you just going to do the front end swap? I've seen some guys just do the C1 front end swap and don't do the motor conversion. A tad more. It looks like I need to get this corner right here a little bit more straighter, and then it should fit perfect. Hello, Guy. How are you, bud? I just hear another few, just a few more minutes, Casey. Yeah, I'll be on enough for you to go make a coffee, unless you gotta drive somewhere to get coffee. Now, Guy is he prefers to do planes. Great source of knowledge. I've picked up, you know, hanging out with Guy and them over at ISM, I picked this up. What you got, bud? I picked this up, this Mitsubishi Zero, and I really want to do this, but the scene I want to do on this one is for a Japanese fighter. It's orange and black, and it goes black like this, and then all this down here is orange, and that's what I want to do with this one. And that's just from following great builders like Guy himself. Guy, he likes to, what'd you say, Guy? You built a boat or two before also, sir? And he's a great guy. He's a big help on the ISM live crew. Oh, but like I was trying to say, guys, the auction they did, was, come on, focus. I didn't get to win anything, but I helped pay for shipping for a fella, and I donated some funds to them. But they raised almost 23 pounds. So if you take that in American money, they raised almost $3,000 for the disabled vets that are dealing with PTSD and injuries from the war. What'd you end up picking up, Punch? Yeah, that's a... They put all those rules now because of all the scares that everybody believes, you know, the world's coming to an end and you can't ship paint no more, you know. Yeah, so that right there, I can see where that would be an issue, Eli. Now let's see how that fits. Yeah, see guys? I'll have both panels in there like that. Now I build the firewall. Now, which kit would you recommend, Gee? Is there, like, you know, a Kitty Hawk or Arrow, or, you know, a Tamiya? I mean, what is the other one? An Academy? And 1/48. So the Edward would be a better kit to get then. This here, this motor here, I don't have the yeah, I do have original box. Give me 1 second, Eli. This motor here comes from this kit here, bud. It'll be in... Now, they've reboxed us several different times, but it's under the Revell name now, and it just came back out earlier this year. And anyway, I was building a king cab out of this one, but it's the motor. This will be the motor that comes with it. And see, it'll show it right there too, Eli. That little 4-cylinder. So just look up the Revell. I don't know if it's still a Datsun or Nissan, but I believe it's dark maroon on the box, is what I believe it is.
Can you let me out?
Then... Be quiet, Braden. Yeah, that's what yeah. Yeah, and Guy, I appreciate you giving me support, bud. I know there's a lot of other outlets out there, and I appreciate you spending a few minutes with me, buddy. Hello, Tom. How are you feeling, bud? Tom, got into some heat over the weekend, guys, and kind of stressed his body out, so he's been laying it easy for the last couple of days. Yeah, I'm not... Thanks for the words, but I'm not the best, but I'm just having fun. Now, Tom Jackson, right here at Woods Choppers Hollows, guys. We're damn near brothers. We have some of the same attractions in the hobby. We get some of the same crazy ideas, and we share stuff between each other, and that's what's great about this hobby, and that's the friendships I hope you guys can pull up out of this hobby, knowing that you have somebody you can rely on, if not just for ideas, maybe for a part or two here and there, you know, and it's just good encouragement to have good friends and good supporters around you that do the modeling, you know what I mean? And I really do appreciate all you guys that take part and, you know, and follow me over here, because I know there's a lot of other things going on in the world that you guys could have your attention, you know, persuade to follow, I should say. And so you guys spending an hour here and there with me, I really appreciate that. Tom is building some sick little vans. He has the original Dodge vans, and he's made one a short bed with all the windows. That is looking really good. And then he built, the same time I was building the Mopar wagon, he took a 64 Cadillac and made it a station wagon. It's looking really good. So there's all type of us out there, guys. Enjoy what you do, and just build, you know what I mean? Take your time, size stuff up, and like Eli was asking questions, you know, did you finally get the tail lights for the van? Yeah, sick. Being Tom doesn't, you know, some people will look at a glue bomb and just think it's parts or trash. Me and Tom will pick them up, and we turn them into some very appealing builds. So what he is mentioning about, he was asking, he put a request out there for some Dodge vans, and that's one thing that sucks about us guys that buy original kits. The parts ain't rarely available. It ain't like if I screwed this Mustang truck up, I can just go right back eBay or something and get me another Mustang and get the parts for it. But when we restore something that's original, ain't been reproduced, sometimes you look, a tail light $6, you know, and all he needed was one tail light, you know, or the whole kit is $100, depending upon, you know, what it is that we're getting. I have like this original kit right here. I picked it up after our good friend Robert with the Busted Knuckle Garage had picked this up and used parts out of it for a project he was doing, and I picked this up from him. It's missing all the original stuff, but just being patient, you know, it has all the funny grill and bumper and everything, but being patient, you know, here's a body I can cut up for the regular front header panel, you know, and do some other stuff down the road when I get to it. So sometimes you guys that are into automotive, and I bet Guy can see this too, going to Telford and stuff, you see a subject that you want to get, but it might not be 100% there. Pick it up if it's cheap enough, and then take your time and resource the parts back in, because sometimes the fun is chasing the parts needed to rebuild this versus the build itself, you know what I mean? This is a sinister car. It holds some history. You know, you got John Travolta. These other three guys ain't even alive anymore. They've all passed on. But that's a young John Travolta. And look at the car was in Welcome Back, Kotter. And they called it the Sweat Hog. They also did the version of the Superfly of this, and if you notice, the Sweat Hog is what they call a Target top or a Hollywood top, and the Superfly has the roof pillars in it, and it has some big exhaust coming out the front fenders. Disgusting looking kit, but it's a cool car. It has history behind it from the TV show. It was just a nice piece, but you know, it's a Grand Prix, and I want to build a Grand Prix. I cannot afford a Grand Prix. So Robert over at the Bust Knuckle Garage, he helped me achieve a Grand Prix. I just got to do the work to make it said Grand Prix, you know what I mean? And then maybe somebody has this kit, they're trying to restore it, has some crap chrome in it. So, you know, I'll have the chrome that I can donate to them or what have you. Yeah, Monogram did a whole lot. Monogram, when they were first coming out, they had actual builder designers actually tooling the stuff that they were actually making in real life, which is really phenomenal about that. But you know, this right here was a kit. I could see them reproducing this kit for 15 years. You know, I wouldn't say that about the Ice-T or the Podactra that we've had forever, you know what I mean? The Orange Crush that we've had forever from Monogram being reissued. But, you know, it is what it is. I don't have the figures either, but, you know, that wasn't important. I wanted the Grand Prix, so if you take away this funny header piece, the rest is a Grand Prix, you know? So, with help through Robert, you know, where was I, guys? I get sidetracked very easy, Gee. So I'm going to do now, I'm going to start here. I'm going to draw me a template, basically. I guess I could do that. You know what? I'll just do that. See. What are you doing? You guys see that? He's gonna have Right here, I got that wall put in. So now, oop, there's camera view. So now let's see what that looks like. Looks like I have to narrow it down and bring it up at the same time. So we'll do that. What was that? You got, let me see, I'm missing something here. Yeah, no problem, Eli. Now, guys, let me tell you this. Punch sent me, Punch, which would be Motorsport Models. He sent me an Escort, and in return, I'm sending him an older Escort, and with the help from the Bobblehead Scale Rod Shop, we found him a Chevette. He punches more than patient. Yeah, Guy, really, Italeri just re-released it this week. That Escort race car. But Punch had sent me this one. Punch had sent me this. And I'm sending Punch. Let's see where it's right here. I just gotta get it shipped. Punch is and then I'm sending Punch this resin kit. But like the Bell kit that is out there, Guy, this one here comes with the resin opening, deck lid and hood. Man, I haven't. You told me don't get in a hurry, and I totally forgot. It's underneath the desk with the Chevette. But I have a surprise in there, and I'm not going to show you what the surprise is. But I'm sending this. I'm sending this to Punch. Now let me explain something to you. Punch is more. He's more than patient, because me and Bill had been looking for that Chevette for Punch better part of a year, and then Bill from Bobblehead Scale Rod Shop, he come across a lot and it was in there, and he made sure that I got one for Punch. He's more than patient. And when you purchase something, this is a deal that we worked on. It wasn't in no sales group. I wasn't looking to sell it. Punch seen it in one of my posts. He asked for it. We made a deal, and he told me what else he was looking for, and told me to find, asked me if I could find what he wanted. But like he said, to wait 14 months for something that you've paid for, that's a little outrageous, you know what I mean? You can't build a community on anything like that. But I do need to get it to you, Punch. Eli, when you're building the wall, Eli, make sure you round you need to round your edges so that way it fits in the body better. See, Eli? Now we got it all filled in. I'll probably roll that corner. I'll probably roll that corner a little bit more. Punch, I don't think Guy wants any part of Models for Less. And then here's what it looks like on the outside, Eli. And the only reason why is because the body has just enough curve in there, Eli, that if we don't round it off, when it gets to this part here, it ain't going to let it go up all the way just because of the way that little curve is in there. So you just tilt it just enough. Got to get that part there off. Yeah, see, I'm happy with that, Eli. And then now I can get in there and do my hood hinging, and then I can be able to cut my wall and everything for the hood hinge to go. Before I leave you guys tonight, because I want to do all the work on this build on camera, I'm going to hollow out these wheel wells real quick and then put a stance back on it. So what I done here, guys, I just rounded that back off. See, we're gonna get that like that. Then what we got, the engine basically mounted to where we can use it. We'll get that in there like that. Eli, we're going to use these wheels here. Yeah, thanks for stopping by, Tom. Have a good one, man. I'm glad you're feeling better. These are the wheels we're going to use on this one, Eli. And, man, like I said, Eli, I'm more than open to answer questions, or when you get to building this. I'm gonna do this one all on camera. So if there's something that I do that you need a follow-up question on or something, Eli, just let me know. And that goes for anybody else. Aeroshima are very good kits. Aeroshima, Fujimi, Hasegawa. Some of them lack details over others. Like a lot of the Hasegawa nostalgic series are built off of old battery toys. They just keep reproducing the kit, so sometimes no, Eli, just whenever I get free time. But I have a playlist, Eli. On my playlist, it will say Mini C1 Sunny Build, and it will tell you what stage. And this right here, like I said, today is stage 7. And you can follow that way, bud. There's already 6 of them posted. And then when this one right here will be posted to the list as well. Then we'll have that. Where's my intake? Here's the intake. I'm still not sold on the 2010 GTR yet. I still want to try. I want to see what this right here, you know. And this is the other motor, Eli, that I was tinkering with. See if I can't get that plenty. You know, then, you know, I kind of like that motor. Thanks, Punch. And then, so we got the inner firewall. The hood fits great now. And then once I get it hinged, you won't see none of that gap right there once I get it hinged. But thank you guys. I really appreciate it. You guys stay in touch with each other, and I hope you guys can build some friendships, and you know, you have some community support from each other. Guy, I really appreciate you coming over, hanging out with me. You're a big inspiration. I love the way your cunning attitude is when we, you know, verse back and forth in the live chat. Guy is just great, guys. A great guy, guys. Even if he's not into the same stuff I am, we enjoy each other, and that's what's great. Yeah, the orange wheels have a lot of different. Are you talking about the orange company or the orange set of these? Oh, okay. You have these wheels. Yeah, orange makes some good wheels. And they're always two-piece wheels. Yeah, whenever you guys, Eli, I don't have no preference on this build. It's usually when I get a little bit of time to sit down and build. But I do have videos of all of them because I'm documenting this one for ScaledWorld.net. You know, Preston, I'm really like this motor. Yeah, his name's Chris Tales, Guy. And I have plenty of his products. Well, I have not plenty. He's got so many cool products. But we got this one. We got the Honda Civic. We got the Volkswagen U. Oh yeah, he's a great guy, Guy. This is another one we're gonna do, Guy. This is another one we're going to do. He's very busy right now, Guy. He's actually been touring the U.S., doing some shows from the U.S. He's gotten so much sales, Guy, that he actually stopped taking orders so that way he can get caught up. Yeah, he's a really nice guy. Then we have this set here. We're waiting on the kit. I have the trans kit here. And matter of fact, the trans kit was donated by C1 and by Diversified Scalers, guys. The Diversified Scalers is going to have a show here in September in Wayne, New Jersey. If you guys are from the U.S. and ever attend the NNL East, they're in the same building this year. This trans kit here was donated by Diversified Scalers, ScaledWorld.net, and C1. And we're going to do a build series on this one too. Not cheap kits, but very good quality, guys. You're looking at like 60 bucks for this set. A little bit more for the Volkswagen truck and a little bit more for this. But you know, it gives you the brake and the brake details. So if you guys can't see that. The wheels are top notch. And then, you know, the body kit and stuff. There's minimal flash, you know, but you know, you gotta consider it's resin, you know, and with all resin stuff, I'd rather clean it up here so that way I can clean it up and get the best fit versus someone else cleaning it up and it might be too short compared to where I cut my donor kit at. But yeah, like Guy said, Chris is a super great guy. He backs up his product very well. Yeah, he is, Eli, he is. And so this right here will be a build we got coming soon. The C1 build. We're loaded up here. We want to keep you guys interested in scaledworld.net. And, you know, don't forget, you guys can pick up your supplies over at umpretail.com. Look for your sanders, washes, tapes. They have kits. They have a set of minions, guys, that I need to get, but I haven't gotten to yet. And then they have kit reviews and stuff like that throughout the ISM page on Facebook or on the web. You know, they have a full web site, and then they have their Facebook page. Don't forget Chip and Lisa over at Extreme Scale Detail for your regular hobby needs. Thank you guys all for joining in. This is where I'm going to leave you guys today. We'll pick back up on my next availability. Nice to have you come join me, Eli. Really, if you need any more help, if something in these 7 videos that I posted so far haven't had anything answered yet, feel free to answer me. I'll add you on the Facebook page if somebody hasn't already done it while I've been on the live feed. Yeah, Gee, just get down to it. I sent Ivan because he was been so afraid of the damn T90, Gee. I sent him a 90 T-Bird, and I told him, if you can't build a T90, what about building a 90T? So hopefully Ivan can get in. Yeah, so maybe hopefully Ivan can get into that, and then you guys stay blessed, stay positive, stay building. Yeah, if he completes it, that's true too. Guys, be good to everybody that you come across. You can't fix ignorance if you get in a situation where somebody's ego is bigger than their shoes. So just enjoy what you do, enjoy what you guys like to share, and I enjoy you guys giving me support over here at Mr. Mini Dreams. So I'm Minnie. Been a great day. You guys have a good one.